The man picked up a bottle from the ground. The bottle instantly turned into a stack of US dollars the very next second. He was utterly stunned. Right then, a system hologram appeared before his eyes. The man thought there was something wrong with his vision. He quickly stopped passersby and asked if they could see the screen, but everyone thought he had lost his mind. The man finally realized only he could view this hologram. It told him he could earn vast wealth just by picking up trash. To verify whether the system's words were true, he immediately started collecting trash. He suddenly noticed his bank balance had surged more than 1,000 times. Shortly afterward, the man received an invitation to a class reunion. He had no desire to attend at first, yet the system popped up a new notification. If he gathered discarded magazines at the reunion, he would receive $3 million US, along with a mysterious superpower. He set off for the reunion right away. He had only planned to quietly collect the magazines and leave right afterward. Unexpectedly, an old classmate spotted him right away. Once the classmate called out his name, every person in the room fixed their eyes on him. Seeing his shabby clothing, all the guests began to mock him. A rich young man deliberately tried to humiliate him. He told the woman beside him to hand the man a few hundred US dollars. This woman was none other than his ex-girlfriend. The man ignored both of them completely. Still, the wealthy young man refused to back down. He stepped forward and jeered that the man was only fit to pick up garbage. The man did not wish to argue any further. He turned around to leave, but the crowd blocked his path. The man's indifferent attitude enraged the rich kid deeply. He kicked the man hard and knocked him to the ground. The man could no longer endure such humiliation. He stood up and shouted loudly that the rich young man's entire fortune was not even a tiny fraction of his own bank balance. Flying into a rage upon hearing this, the wealthy young man ordered his men to pin the man down. He then picked up a glass of red wine, preparing to pour it all over the man's head. At that exact moment, the mysterious superpower rewarded by the system activated. Massive energy burst out from the man's body, blasting the men holding him away in an instant. He slowly walked toward the rich young man who had insulted him. Cracks spread across the floors and walls as he moved forward. He lifted the panicked rich kid high with one hand and struck back fiercely. After that, the man left with effortless grace. As soon as he stepped outside, the system sent another reward. It granted him a luxurious villa estate. The man hopped onto his worn tricycle right away to go check it out. However, the security guard at the gate stopped him because of his shabby appearance. The man pulled out the property deed to explain himself. The guard insisted the document must be a fake. Just then, a beautiful female CO jogged back. She glanced at the deed in the man's hand and told the guard the paperwork was absolutely genuine. The guard then let the man enter the compound. The female CO even helped him push the tricycle. The man had thought this was merely a chance encounter with the female CO. Unexpectedly, the system assigned him a new task: collect trash from the female CEO's home, with a full charm stat as the reward. Nervously, the man knocked on her front door. To his surprise, the female CEO invited him inside. She led him to the storage room afterward. The man eagerly began gathering her unused belongings. Soon the system notified him that the task was complete. As he was about to thank her and take his leave, the female CEO felt an inexplicable attraction toward him. The man grew extremely shy. Then the female CEO bluntly asked him to be her boyfriend. The man was so shocked that he could not form a coherent sentence.